How you guys doing, man? Good morning. This is Best Kept Auto, man. Got up early in the morning, man. It's feeling good outside right now. But of course, it's supposed to get hot. But right now, beautiful, man. It's beautiful out here. The South, man. Best Kept Auto based out of Memphis, Tennessee, man. Okay. No updates for you guys, man, on what I got going so far. Alright. 78 Ford Granada officially runs. I still have to do a lot of tweaking, man, it's still a lot of things I have to do to this car, man. But I did get it to run. I had to adjust these valves. I got some valve lash going on a little bit. I did disassemble the entire engine, of course. Right. And started to outfit my car with certain things. So y'all excuse the mess down there. I got a lot of wine and stuff like that. But it's gonna have a remote start and stuff like that, and tracker, and the proximity kill switch, all that. Okay. It's a little dirty, but my interior is mint. Let's see the headliner. I'm gonna redo my carpet. My carpet was alright, it was just dirty. But I'm gonna redo the carpet, so that's why I wasn't really worried about that. And that's when I pulled it up and cut it. I'm gonna redo the carpet. And the seat is getting redone. This has been redid before, but I'm getting my seat redid. So that way I'm not really worried about the carpet. Just pull it out and put some more carpet in it. The carpet's not gonna be green. The carpet's gonna be like the wood grain finish color. Probably the same color, like a rustic brown. As you can see, my T6 is in. It's filled with fluid. All I do is do my drive shaft. I have my drive shaft shortened and balanced. But my T6 is in here. And it's operational. Let's screw that back on. Like that. So let me show you guys what I did. The modifications I did to make this work in this i6 chassis car. Yes, this was original V6, straight 6 with a C4 transmission, automatic. It is converted into a V8 6-speed. Please excuse all the wires. I know it look kind of messy. It's not gonna be a show car, nothing like this. It's gonna be a driver. But I am gonna reroute these wires and clean them up and try to loom them best I can. Just kind of make it look a lot better. Here I have my relay for my fuel pump. I actually got my paint mark. I'm gonna label those. That's for fuel pump relay because I have a in-tank fuel pump EFI conversion kit installed in my tank. That's on one of the videos. If you check, subscribe, and look at my video, you'll see that installed. So it has electric fuel pump now, no mechanical. That's fuel pump relay wired in. It works. That right there is my fan relay to control my fans. Fan relay cooler sensor. Also have another one on that side. That's gonna run to an external coolant temp gauge. Have my oil pressure switch down up in there. It's real tight, but it is in there. That's gonna run my oil pressure gauge. All this gonna run through here, and for my battery power, I have a external fuel pressure regulator. I have two regulators on here, but I also have a return system. I'm not running returnless system because I have a in-tank EFI setup. So I recommend you run a return style system. I have a return style system, but I'm using a deadhead regulator and a old school style 5 PSI max fuel pressure regulator. With a return on my fuel filter, I have a fuel filter that goes in a old school GM. It has a return on it, so I have a return line hooked up going back to the fuel pump on that one. Works great. Have to get my fuel pressure regulator adjusted correctly. Which I have real close right now, so I'm just keeping on messing with it. I have a clear tube, clear, so I can see the fuel fill up. Have a double pumper, Holly Street Warrior double pumper 600. I'm waiting on my double pumper fuel rail so I can run fuel to the primaries and secondaries. I have a HEI GM based distributor with a Ford drive gear. So it's HEI set up. Electric choke is wired. I just made this hose because I'm having a hard time finding the hose because of the short wheelbase on this car. Even though I could have got custom hose made, I just made my own. It doesn't leak at all, no type of leaks whatsoever. Only thing is I have to figure this out. So I'm gonna run a T connector right here to my heater coil. So I'm gonna get rid of the H connector and put a T connector. So it's gonna transpire from those two lines to one and run here to the top in the fuel pump, and the bottom line goes into the thermostat house, which I have to take that line off and get another one with a different bend and a nice bend so it don't kink up. But I'm going to show you guys some that a lot of people have questions about, and it's not a whole lot of information, like straight accurate information, because I mean it varies. But I will show you guys this for those who is doing this and they lost. And of course, if your city or your state don't require emissions, you can delete. You know, a lot of people, they delete the small pump stuff. My stuff's deleted. We in Memphis, Tennessee, we do not require emissions and all that type of stuff for inspection or anything, so we don't need it. We don't need cats. Mine don't have cats on it. I'm running the glass packs on here. I was just welding up my reducers and everything, you know, so I can run my exhaust system, which is going to be, I'm running 11s. We call them 11s here. So it's pretty much, it's not an X pipe, it's not an H pipe. There's no crossover, just straight to the back on both sides, the individual pipes. Alright. My car is cam. It's got a nice, kind of nice aggressive cam in it. I ain't gonna tell you until the final. I feel like it's there, and then I would showcase and put the cam in the description that I'm using. But for my belt setup, I used the belt setup off of 93 F-150. Then ironically, I'm gonna tell you guys something so ironic. Alright, you see my belt setup now with the original pulley, idler pulley, and tensioner pulley, which this is the original tensioner pulley right here. It sits right there. As you can see how these pulleys made, a lot of these Fords, 302, 351, whatever, if you run a single belt setup, for some reason, there's always belt slippage caused by these things. And you see, that's why. You see how it's uneven? The outer diameter with your face like that, it's completely worn and marred, and it has kind of like a slope, kind of like a decline or incline, whatever, decline I guess you say. And with this high torque, it caused this belt to slip. So what I did was, and you can do this, I'm gonna tell you the belts you're gonna need. You can get the pulley off a Infinity G37. That is the tensioner pulley. And just take the pulley off. You're gonna get a longer bolt that'll go through this pulley. I also created, I got a compression washer. If you look on my old video, you'll see compression washers I use. They once you tighten them a certain way, it'll compress and kind of lock the screw into place long enough for you to tighten. And I have a bolt on the back. It spins freely. The compression washer is back there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit, you guys. Sorry about the quality, but it is in there. See, it is in there, I promise. Okay. I installed this thing on here, and the reason I use it because the belt slips right here on the tension. You know, then this one, it will slip on this one too, so you can use the G37 pulley on here too. You can get another one of these. Put it right here for extra security, but it normally slips right here on the tensioner pulley. I just modified and put that on here, and as you can see, my belt is perfect. Also, what I did was, on all the mounting bolts for the AC compressor, I put screws in between, same size screws, to take out a little bit more of the slack. And on this side, I put washers. On the alternator side, 3 washers. You can see, and it took up the slack. And you see, my belt is perfectly aligned. I go right here, it's perfectly aligned, as you can see. We're using the F-150 setup. You want the F-150 pulley, 351 or 302. It will line right up. You also want a reverse rotational water pump, because as this turns, the water pump's going to rotate counterclockwise. So you want a reverse rotational timing cover and water pump for your cooling system. Alright. I have washers right here or whatever. Now on the pump, you're gonna have to open up those holes a little bit. You're gonna have to elongate these holes. So you know, that's pretty much it, man. It will work. Alternate is wired up as well. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back.